This episode is sponsored by Baby Audio, maker of creative instruments and effects plugins. Whether it's retro lo-fi goodness with super VHS or silky top end with smooth operator, Baby Audio is all about adding flavor to a mix. So head on over to babyaud.io to learn more and take 15% off your order using the code HMD15. I'll leave a link in the description below.
Yeah. We're running close, yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, yeah, you know what I mean? I'm hype, man. You know, I feel a little sick because I was at this.
Wait, we recorded?
We was at this.
Cam? Okay, wow, that was sneaky.
Yeah, that was kind of sneaky. I was at this camp with our guest. I'm not going to introduce him yet. And I said this on one of our last episodes, but I want to really tell this story.
What?
Okay. So we're at this antisocial camp. Shout out to the antisocial camp.
Shout out to antisocial camp. Shout out Danny Ross. Danny, shout out Danny. I didn't go this year, but shout out Danny for he's doing something real special in New York.
It is
Very
special.
Yes.
So it's the last day. It's the listening. I already feel sick, and I'm ready to go home. As I'm walking out, they're doing giveaways. I'm like, my name's in that hat. Might as well. They're giving away 5 MacBooks. They're giving away guitars. They give away a Neve interface. They give away so much really, really dope stuff.
Expensive.
Right?
AirPod Maxes.
It
All
was
good
crazy.
stuff.
Right? So I'm walking down the stairs, right? And I'm like, in between, because I was like, I don't want to miss it. But also, because you only got a few seconds to like, yo, I'm here, give me the prize. Because a lot of people left, so if you're not here, you're not getting it. Right. So in between, they said like a whack prize, and I was like, I'm not gonna win this. Let me just go downstairs right now, so now I won't miss anything.
But wait.
I start walking downstairs, and the winner of the Chaotica Eyeball, Elgene.
Let's go.
And I'm walking down the stairs, and the first human being I see is our guest. And he laughs because he knows. And guess what? You know what's crazy?
What?
They did a lot. Because I went to go get it, and immediately there's a big $4,000 camera in my face.
Oh my God.
So I'm like, oh man, can we get a few pictures of you with it?
Nah.
So now I'm smiling.
It's like they know, like they know.
Yeah.
Bro, the funny, God has a sense
of humor. God has a sense of humor.
Because that Chaotica is sitting collecting dust in my room. I'm going to make a content piece about it.
If anybody wants to buy his Chaotica, let us
It's
know.
kind of new though.
why-
It has a new, like,
You should do a
pop filter and
giveaway.
everything.
We should.
You should do a giveaway
might.
of like whoever streams your song follows you.
That could work.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
I
someone's
might think
gonna
about
win
that.
it.
But
I
see,
was about to give it to one of my homies
to be
because he
fair,
really wants it.
Nah,
But it's like,
do a giveaway and still give it to one of your homies.
oh, that's crazy.
Like
That's
he won.
kind of
Yeah.
thievery.
that's kind of
That's how a lot of these giveaways go.
But that's why you can't.
That's the Nigerian in me.
Yo, all right, let's
Now we gotta go. Yep. That's the one. That's the one. That's the one.
He's
That's
not
the
gonna
one.
say
That's
that.
the one. That's
What
the
you
one.
saying?
No, I was saying before. That's why you can't play with the optics and stuff. You got to be like Michael with the Pepsi commercial. I'm not holding this Chaotica eyeball. You want me to win this? I'm not holding it for more than.
If I was
I'm
to
not
say
holding
no
it.
pictures with the Chaotica,
That would be hilarious.
or if I
That'd be
look
funny.
miserable,
Yo, you should have did that.
that would have went viral.
You should have did that. I would have posted that.
Yes.
I wish somebody recorded your whole you won a Chaotica
that
ball.
would be-
And he's mad miserable.
OD.
It's
But
crazy.
Anyway, let me introduce the podcast. Welcome to the Audio Nerds Podcast for Audio Nerds like yourself. Please make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. And also remember, one lucky person in the comment section is going to win that VIP Gold Edition Rosetta EQ or compressor. Just leave a nice comment with your @name from Instagram so I can tell you won. Also, you can become a paid member of this channel, and it really helps to support what we have going on. The members get exclusive episodes. For instance, they saw this episode way before you. That's why you're seeing a bunch of comments here as soon as the video went live, and just a bunch of other things, even money in our store. My name is Devvon Terrell. I am a pro tools user. To the right of me,
Man, it's your boy, Courtney Taylor. 12. Never gets tired of it.
I hate that you're. Can you say Ableton? I hate
can I
that you
make-
say
yeah,
12.
can I make
Because what's
13,
gonna happen when you say 13? 13 is not going to fly.
Nah, that's gonna be Friday.
Yo, to the far right of me, I'm gonna just skip right. Over my head.
It went all the way over. That is right now. It is in. It is in.
I ain't gonna lie, you
Long
freestyle. You freestyle.
That was I ain't gonna lie. Don't cook again.
I write my own raps, ladies and gentlemen. I write my own raps.
It's your boy.
Don't cook again.
It's the FL. If it's the FL Warrior, you know what I mean. I got the chain on still. We outside, LJ, man.
Okay,
You know
okay,
what
I respect it.
I might sound congested. I was. Yeah, they was whooping me this week.
Well, just out being outside and stuff like that.
I never had allergies.
I have them
And they're
now.
whooping.
I hear you.
Shout out to the shot. Not gonna say more.
The shot. What you taking? Meth? What you doing?
No, the The V word, the fat.
You could.
Oh my God, yo, come on, bro. Yo, we're never gonna make it. We're never gonna make it.
And just like that.
And off of this topic, we have an extremely special guest. I'm gonna let you do the honors.
Y'all
But
think
sure.
Dr. Fauci makes beats?
yo, but
All right, we got an
we have an
extremist.
we have a huge we have a very, very, very special guest.
Yes, sir.
It's one of my favorite freaking people on earth when it comes to the studio, just being an artist and a musician, someone that I just paramountly believe in, someone that I've, had the pleasure of working with in the studio, someone that I genuinely call a friend, someone that I really enjoy this person's skill, everything about this guy.
Real talk. We met in a funny way. I think we'll probably talk about it later in the episode. But we caught each other at a time when we were both transitioning and we were both kind of getting used to a fold and somewhere where we're happy. We're not. Well, I'm happy. We're not anymore. But we've gone through a lot together. Yeah, overhead.
Over people's head right there.
But we've gone through a lot together. We're kind of peers. We're literally peers.
We genuinely all work together, and this is
and
really good
me and
relationship.
him have worked a lot together for years. So I'm happy we finally got an episode. And you've heard him. You may have heard him on a Her record or two.
That's right.
A couple
sure.
Grammy noms.
That's
For
right.
sure.
K. He told me a few people that I don't think I'm allowed to say.
You're not.
But he was outside.
That's right.
And And yeah, my God, the Nigerian nightmare.
That's hard.
Nightmare.
I've never heard that before.
I never heard that either. I was like, was that like PR?
hard.
Did his PR, his publicist
My
say that
guy
to you?
Josiah Bassey is in
Make
the
some noise one time for
building.
Josiah
Yes,
Bassey,
sir.
man.
How you doing, bro? You repping? You got the
Man,
green on with the.
I love it.
It just worked out.
That's right.
It just worked out. That's
did.
that's kind of crazy. That intro.
Yeah, it was.
Thank you.
It was kind of
Of
wild.
course.
So one thing we always ask everybody when they first come on is, and obviously just to let everybody know, producer, musician, artist, singer, everything. What was your DAW journey? So what was the first DAW that you started in, and then where did you end up?
Oh, brother.
It's a great question. It's a great question.
I'm actually really interested. I never asked you
Also,
this.
sidebar, if this episode's a little more goofy, it's because like
We know him.
really know
yeah,
each
we
other.
really all know each other. Yeah. This is
true.
really a friend.
True.
And we just chilling.
That's a great question. I don't think any of you know this. Wow. Okay. So LJ's gonna be really happy to hear this. I started off at FL.
Wow.
never told me that.
I didn't know that.
You
Yeah.
never told me that.
For sure.
For real. I
Shit.
started off at FL for a
Wow.
long time.
Right.
And then I moved. It was my FL story is actually very funny. I was like 11.
Wow.
Wow. Okay.
Was I 11? Yeah, 10, 11.
FL 11 or you
No,
were
no,
11
I
years
was
old?
11
Okay.
years
That was a
old.
great question.
10 years old.
Right.
10 or 11. And in Nigeria, right, I remember having this big Dell computer. Actually, this is before I had a computer. I had a friend that used to produce, a family friend, and I would go to his crib and I watched him producing. This is how I first started producing on FL. I remember one thing, I was like, yo, OT, can I touch your computer? Like, can I play on this computer? He's like, no, don't touch my computer.
It's a big deal back in the day. Yeah.
Yeah. And I remember I was like, fine, it's okay. I would still keep watching him. And one day he stood up and went to the bathroom. I don't know where he went.
Right.
I watched him so much that I knew how to start a new project.
Wow.
And literally started making a beat.
Wow.
Right.
And so I made my first beat on his computer on FL Studio.
Right.
And he came back out. He was like, wait, did you make this? I was like, yeah.
Right.
He was like, where did you learn to do that? I was like, I was watching you. Literally.
Fire.
And that's literally how I've learned everything I've learned to
fire.
do. I just literally observe people.
Yeah.
So I made my first beat on FL. I had FL for a while. Fast forward to when I actually got FL. A friend of mine had FL, and I was like, yo, he's actually an artist in Nigeria, fire producer. I was like, Okibo, please, can I get FL? He was like, I will give you this CD. It was a cracked CD.
Wow.
Long time ago, back in the day, he was like,
This is
I'll
statute
give-
of limitations. You good?
I will give you this CD if you can get me 200 naira. Now,
Wow.
200 naira is probably like $10 now.
Okay.
Or $20 now. Like, not side by side, but like, that's how much it was to me. So I was like, I didn't have no money. I was 10 or 11. So I literally ran up to everybody in church. Please, can I get $20? Please.
Oh my gosh.
Bro. And so I found it, gave it to him, and then he gave it to me. Literally just
the
like that.
church.
Yeah.
That is wild.
And I installed it on everybody's computer in my house because I didn't have one at the time.
Wow.
My
Right.
brother, my dad, my mother, everybody was pissed because they were like, Josiah, what is this on my computer?
Right.
I'm like, I don't know.
I don't know. Just,
You know, so I started there, FL,
uh-huh.
and my second DAW was Reason.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Tough.
Okay.
Okay.
The
Shock.
second DAW was Reason.
Right.
Because somehow I lost the FL.
Okay. The
had,
CD.
had a computer, but my dad built a studio in my state when I was younger, and the DAW they used to use was Reason. So I grew up in the studio, like
Right.
pretty much
Right.
recording, writing, singing with people.
So your dad was also a musician.
Yes, my
Wow.
dad
Oh,
was
okay,
a
got
musician.
you.
I'm a PK, so my dad's a pastor.
Wow.
Gotcha.
Wow.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, I grew up in church with all the musicians.
Right.
Every
Yes, sir.
rehearsal, I was there.
Right.
But he built the studio not because he was in it, because he was never in it. He
Right.
built it because he raised all these kids and all these musicians. It's like everybody found a safe haven in
Yeah.
our house.
Right.
You know, because he owned the church, and so he built a space for them.
Right.
You know, and so I would just live there.
Yeah.
I would be there all the time. So sometimes they would use me to humiliate other the artists back home. Like, if this little kid can sing this note, why can't you sing it? You know,
Right. You were that
You know,
one.
I
get
was
you.
that kid.
Yeah, he's that
you know.
kid. Right.
But that's how I got Reason on my computer. And then GarageBand came in the picture,
Uh-huh.
and I was like, "What is this? Why is it so easy?"
Right.
Coming from FL
And Reason, which was a lot to
exactly.
me. Yeah,
Reason
yeah.
is a lot.
It's,
Yeah,
it's
Reason
more,
is
you gotta
Especially
know what
when
you're
you
doing.
turn the back of that thing, bro.
And you're like,
I'm like, what is this?
yeah.
So, GarageBand was so easy, and I remember when I first moved to the US, which was 2014. I saw Logic was a thing. I'm like, wait, this is just like GarageBand, just a little bit more professional.
Yeah.
And so I got that, and I've been there.
Mike is
Yes.
saying yes because he's a Logic user.
I
Shout
am a
out Mike
Logic
Classic.
user. Yes, I am a Logic user.
You still a Logic user?
I am still a Logic user.
I wonder how much.
Oh my God, we got a Logic user. Like, you know how they go crazy.
We've had a Logic.
No, I know, but it's been a minute. They've been cursing us out.
I ain't gonna lie, I just don't want to
Logic
give them that
user,
credit. I ain't gonna
Nah,
lie,
I know,
yeah,
but I'm
yeah.
just saying for all you Logic users, yo, come on, yo, representation. They be fighting for
Josiah
their rights.
is a Logic user.
I am
He's
a
up here
Logic
repping.
user.
Oh my
okay?
God, you already got mad fans for that. I'm not gonna lie. They
Yeah,
they on it for that.
Represents.
Yes.
I want to know, like,
Oh my gosh.
to the, you know, this is the side of people that got to pay for their upgrade and everything.
I don't, but it's monthly. You're right. All
It's
right.
monthly.
I tried.
Hey, man.
Dang.
How did it feel to only pay once for your DAW, man?
That's hard.
Bro, amazing. And,
Right?
and the funny thing is, I actually think the first time I got Logic, he doesn't know this, but I used my brother's card.
Oh shit!
And he didn't know.
Right.
You know, and he still doesn't know. And I was like, because I'd be forgetting, how did I get Logic on my computer?
Right.
Right? And it's because I just came to the US. I didn't have no money.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
I didn't know nobody. You know, it was like,
Yeah, for
but I
sure.
remember, I just remembered my brother gave me his card, and I used that to get Logic, bro.
Shout out to
Wow.
brother.
It is the best that we could just upgrade every time. Like the new up now we
Oh,
have
yeah,
a
now
stem
you have a
splitter.
leather.
Yeah,
Yeah,
y'all
now
got
the
a
stem
stem
splitter,
splitter.
yeah.
Can I tell you something? It feels like Logic was dormant for a while, where it was like,
Yeah.
wasn't nothing new happening.
Yeah.
Then a bunch of them started wilding, and then it seems like Logic said, "Hold up,"
Yeah.
like,
Now
and I
let's-
feel like I'm
let's pop
starting
out.
to see them like, let's kill everybody.
I think so. It's like anything connected to Apple, bro. It's like
That's what scares
that's
me.
the cheat code.
Yeah, yeah.
I think that's the cheat code
For sure.
You know,
Yeah.
And I'm definitely trying to get that. What do you call it?
The Vision,
Yeah,
the
Oh,
Vision,
yeah,
the
I
Apple
know.
Vision.
I'm trying to get
Vision.
anything Apple, bro.
I hear you.
Word.
I feel
Anything Apple can give me.
When I said that about
that.
Neumann,
He said just like, you know.
when I said that about Neumann, y'all put me in an all Gucci fit. I remember. I
Yo,
never
he
forget
put
when
you in
y'all
nah,
all
did
because
that.
you was being
Gucci,
hype
and that's
beastie.
different.
How is that hype beast?
It is hype beastie.
It is
And
hype
even people in the
beastie.
comments agreed. It was like Neumann has some of the best. It has my favorite microphone. Y'all can't convince me otherwise.
That's fine.
That's
It has
fair.
some of the best monitors in its price range.
Yeah.
And it has
Okay.
the best interface. That's
Is
what
it,
everyone.
is it the
For
best
sure.
interface though?
That's what
Not in
everybody
its
tells
price
me.
range. It's see like this. It's the
It
I
is
think
It's the best
expensive.
home
It's
studio. Yeah, it's an
very
expensive one.
It's very
But it's the
expensive
best home
for
studio.
a home
Yeah.
studio
How much is
vibe.
it?
Like
But if it's the best of the best of the
3,000?
best, it's like
like
yeah,
3,000,
no, it's
4,000?
2,000-3,000. Yeah,
It's like yeah, 2,000-3,000.
it's like no, it's 1,800.
I think it's like 2 racks, 2-3.
Well, that's still 2 racks, but like,
Yeah, with
Yeah.
tax and
It's like
everything.
22
Still like
for
I'm not mad at that, but still.
people saying it's the Ferrari of mobile home
So
of
if
mobile
I got
recording.
a Ferrari,
That's what people saying.
If I got a
I've heard someone
Ferrari,
say that.
if I got a Ferrari, right, and I got a a 10-bedroom crib. Why y'all want me to come outside in all VIMs? Shout out to my New Yorkers.
Shout out Vims. Yo, if you know in New York, you know. You do. There is, see, like this, for you spending $2,000-$3,000 on that interface.
Yeah.
For your home studio, to me is like, you could have more at home. But if you're a mobile guy,
Can I say
then
this?
I can understand why you be like, I want pure, beautiful quality anywhere I go. I understand.
If for you to spend $2,000-$3,000 on a compressor when you could spend $30 on it, you could have more. But if you're not mobile, I understand. If you don't go outside and you just stay put and you just always gonna use the setup, I get it.
Yeah, at
But if
home
you're
I have outboard gear that I love.
And
But
when
like,
you're
that's
not
my
at
home.
home.
I
And when you're not at
put
home.
the Ferraris in my, in the studio where it's like, here's my genuine workspace.
What do you do when you're not home?
What do I do when I'm at
And you
home?
use a 76.
I just gotta open up that Focusrite and just get it popping. Whatever's there, baby. I just gotta do
Speaking
what I
of
gotta
which,
do.
I do want to ask because you've gotten a lot of placements, you've gotten a lot of recognition.
That's right.
I want to know what that transition was coming to the States and getting to work.
I've always wanted to know this about you.
It's a very,
Like, how
very-
did you? Sorry.
Yeah, how did you catch these sessions? I ain't gonna lie. He called me last night. No, I called him last night, and I'm like, I see what sessions you're at. I've been trying to get in that session all week. Where are you? He was like, bro, I can't risk it. I was like,
I can't risk it.
I will though. What's the word? He's like, man.
Zaire, clip this up because he had that popular video. Remember that video he posted when he played her Soldier Man for the first time?
Yeah.
Like it's just him and randomly, I'm just like, dude, scrolling. And I see him in the studio like, you want to hear this? And she's like, yeah, play it, Josiah. And I was like, where are you? What is this?
Yes,
And it's like a clean. It's like
It's a
she
clean
knows
video.
it's recording. He's like vibing with her, and then she playing. And she like, I'm like, where is he right
It's like,
now?
so it's like, how do you even? Because I'll put it like this: a lot of people already want to get into that space that don't have to deal with the extra hurdle of maybe a language barrier or just a culture barrier, culture shock in that. So how did you? I know networking has to be a big part of it, but how did you really get that break and your foot in the door?
I definitely experienced my first share of like cultural, barriers and like, like the first time I met her. I don't know if I told you the story, but we laugh about it now. I was in her vocal coach's apartment, and who was my manager at some point. Very good dude, and she just pulled up to say hi to him. She didn't know who I was, right? And I don't know if I should share this, but like it's the first time we meet, and I look at her, and I get starstruck. Like, oh my God. I didn't know what to say because it's her. She's amazing. She plays guitar. She plays keys. She can sing.
Talented.
She's a talented songwriter. And I look at her, I'm like, I didn't know what to say. And the first thing that comes out of my mouth is, yeah, you look nothing like I expected.
Oh my God.
Instantly regretted it.
Oh my!
She looks at me and she's like,
No.
I don't know, Josiah, what did you expect? And
I know you went cold.
I did. I had nothing to say, and
oh my God.
her vocal coach, who was my manager, he was like, "Oh, don't worry about it. He's Nigerian. He's
What does that mean?
fresh off the boat,
He's new.
He's new."
Oh man!
Wow.
That was one of those moments. It's like you come from Nigeria, and it's like sometimes, especially when I'm starstruck, it's like the way we talk, and it's like it's a little different how people take things.
Sure.
But moving here, I'm a very spiritual person too, so I a lot of the things that have happened in my life, I didn't really chase per se, right? And I think about it too. So I used to think about it a lot, where it's like I just came in 2014, and I know a lot of people that were here in the game who are looking at me like I skipped steps. Like, dude, where did you come from?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm like, favor.
Yeah.
Bro, I chalk it up to God. I feel that
Literally
and
favor.
We talk, cause like I said, we're really friends, but we've had this conversation together so many times because we caught each other. I ain't gonna lie, he kind of was like a bit further than me, so I had to catch up to my boy.
Further? I don't think so. Because the crazy part, really, how I met LJ, we were both on the live.
trying to get discovered.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, I remember
And
when
we
he
went
met
back
you.
to
I remember
back,
he's like, I
yeah.
connected with Josiah, bro. I remember
Exactly.
this. Yeah.
And we and that literally from that night we did a song together.
That night,
Wow.
we was on the
The same night.
floor. Yeah.
And
Right.
I think that's also part of it. You know, it's like the hunger is I don't know where it came from for me, you know, but there's just this hunger that I've always had, and I still have.
Right.
You know, that something in me just wants to keep working.
Right.
You know, and even as a songwriter, when I have moments when I'm not writing, I feel like something is wrong. I know something is wrong.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, why are you not writing?
Right.
It's like there's something wrong.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, and I always find out that maybe I was going through a depressive state.
Right.
You know, and so I'm like, I think LJ works really hard. I work really hard, but I don't necessarily attribute it to work per se. It's good to work,
Right.
but I just try to stay still in no matter the phase and no matter the season.
Yeah.
For example, the last year when we did the Asha Kid joint with her,
Yeah.
I was literally going through a tough time. Last year was really hard. And I remember that Sunday, it was a Sunday.
Uh-huh.
I came home and this whole time I had tried my best to stay positive.
Right.
And I'm that type of person. And this was just a really hard day and I was like, dang, I don't know if I can stay positive today. But I talked to my aunt coming back from church, I was talking to my aunt. But at the end of the conversation, I said, it was like my spirit was saying to me, everything comes in phases and seasons, and this season will pass.
Yeah.
I literally said those words at the end of the conversation.
Right.
I walked in the house. I didn't even drop my bags, and guess who calls me? Her.
Her calls you.
And she's like, "Hey, I got asked to do this song. Would you want to write it with me?" I'm like, "Of course." She's like, "Do you want to do a Zoom or do you want to fly out to LA?" I'm like, "Bro, is that even a question?"
I will be there.
I will be there.
That's
Yeah,
right.
no matter what.
I fly out the next day, bro.
I remember 'cause
Literally
I
flew
called
out-
him in the airport.
Flew out the next day. And
Yeah.
that's when we recorded that video, that Soldier Man video.
Wow.
You know, and like I said, Favor, it's like, even when we're sitting in the studio, I was like, my biggest flex with her is that somehow we connected and we've spent more time, more time as friends as opposed to workers. Like, that was the first time we were in a room together
Wow.
to actually write a song.
Right. Just to write. Right.
You know, before that, the first record we did together, I had just sent it off to her.
Yeah.
But this was the first time we actually sat to write for her.
Right.
This story, I don't know if you could tell it, but Logic, you show somebody how to use Logic, remember? Can we talk about that?
See, this the problem.
And
Your
that
friends
record
come
won
on.
a Song of the Year.
You be really like trying not to jam your friends up. You're like, hold on, bro.
Oh yes. Oh, I mean, I could talk about it a little bit.
A little bit.
Like,
interested.
I forgot that happened.
Yeah.
You know, no, it's not even like it was. I remember it was during COVID,
Okay.
and she was working on I Can't Breathe. She was working on a record.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know what it was.
Right.
And she calls me. She's like, I need a template. I think I sent her a template for Logic.
Right.
Her worked in Logic. Okay. Logic.
Like Mike said, I ain't never leaving. I hate when y'all make him like keep like his dog. I'm trying to get him out.
And you just sent her a template.
Nah, and I sent her a template. And I think she used it. I don't know. I don't remember.
Song won Song of the Year. So
It did win
shout out
Song
to
of the
my
Year.
Assistant Engineer of the Year.
Yeah,
right
I could have gotten that.
Damn, you got a credit.
That was it. But I do
No.
want to. All right.
You sent them a template?
No, imagine.
I sent her the template.
Oh, you sent a template.
Yeah, we
No, I was
got
trying to find out. You sent an HMD template.
Oh,
I was about to
that'd be
say,
like-
yo, chop this right here. Is out here.
that would be
This
fire.
is just.
Hey.
I was like, wait, did I just get a
Just so
product
you know.
placement? Yeah,
Like,
but
hey.
yeah, continue.
We getting a little too heartfelt, bro. I want to play a game.
Oh my God.
Let's play a game, man. I gotta play one. Gotta go. Have you ever heard of this game before, man? I'm gonna give you a few options.
I heard a little bit of it about it.
All right. It's not gonna be too far off where we just left.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna give you a few options. One gotta go.
Tell me.
Korg, Roland, and Yamaha.
Oh my God. I had a second to think about this one though.
Mm-hmm.
At first I was gonna go with the Roland, but
To go. Okay.
But I think the Korg.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why so?
Yeah.
Pretty much why is the other two,
Yeah,
preferred?
like the Yamaha is just so legendary for me. Like also because where I grew up, you will find more Yamaha pianos in instruments than a Korg and a Roland.
Right. Yeah.
Both those two. But with the Roland, there's the synths, bro.
It's crazy.
The synths is just amazing, bro.
I'm surprised because I like, even when we asked Camper this on an episode back, I was going with Yamaha. Even though it's been, that's a hood. That's the first piano I've ever touched in my life. Yamaha.
Bro, the Yamaha,
I played for it for years, but it's
it's a classic. Yeah,
it's a classic. Like there's so many different ones. Like to me, it's just such a classic piano.
Too.
So for me, Korg was gonna stay because the kind of stuff that personally I pretend to make, I just know that keyboard like back in the day.
I see what you mean.
Honestly,
I see what you mean.
Damn, man. Roland. Oh man.
Nah, I'm not letting
You keeping your answer?
I would not take away the Yamaha for sure.
Right, you're keeping that.
I also play in church, so.
Oh yeah.
Come on.
Okay. Waves, Fab Filter, Isotope.
Bro, why are you doing this to me? Now this is impossible.
What was it?
Oh no, Waves, Fab Filter.
Why are you doing this to me?
Not gonna lie, that is the hardest one you've ever threw.
Why are you doing this to me? Oh my god.
That is horrible.
I know his vibe.
It's not hard for me.
We know you. Courtney's an a-hole, bro. Sorry.
But I am curious to hear this.
This is impossible.
Waves, Isotope.
Fab Filter?
No.
I didn't say that's going.
That's going.
I didn't say that's going.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, we gotta take you to court.
Yeah, you want to court for that one. Hold on now. What's your answer now? Hold on.
This guy.
So. Isotope is so dope, bro.
It's amazing.
It's mesmerizing.
The limiters, the fact that the RX stuff.
The RX restoration.
Oh my god,
all of that stuff.
That's like magic. That's like not human.
That's nuts.
That's magic.
Audio restoration built into FL. So
it ain't no RX. I promise you that.
Hey.
I promise. I'll put
I'm
money.
surprised it's this hard for y'all.
But it's not hard. Anyway,
this is hard for me, right? Waves have held me down,
for sure,
and continue to hold me down.
Son.
Fab Filter, oh my! I think Fab Filter is luxury, so I can go without Fab Filter. You know why I say that? Fab Filter is luxury. It's amazing.
I got you.
I love the Fab Filter stuff.
Right.
I would like reach for a Saturn. That's what it's called.
Yeah.
Saturated. Saturn for saturation.
Right.
You know, when I'm feeling a little fancy. It's easy to use, right? I would Pro Q3.
Yeah, amazing.
Legendary. That's the hardest for me to let go of.
I feel you.
With the Fab Filter.
Yeah.
But if I like want to talk about everything together as a whole,
Waves has done so much, man.
I can't let go of that.
I ain't gonna lie. I remember when I first met him, I was like, "Bro, what the hell is your vocal chain? I want it." And he didn't want to tell me for months. Then we ended up in the session, and I opened. Well, he opened one of them sessions up, and nigga, the top of it was CLA vocals. I was so mad.
Banger. Bang.
I was like, bro, you was hiding CLA vocals for me. Hey, shout out to Waves. Shout out. I'm not gonna lie. Isotope is getting out of here.
Let me.
Oh my! That
is an egregious take.
With all
because he believes that FL has done it.
No, it's not even that. I could just go without Ozone, Neutron, and Nectar.
I literally cannot live without two of those things you said. Can I say? Let me say why.
Ozone
not saying, and this is gonna be a hot take. Oh my gosh! Let me tell you why I'm kind of been off of Fab Filter. I said that.
Whoa, this is a Fab Filter.
Let me tell you why I've been not off of them, but like slowly, like I'm not needing you as much as I used to. Isotope and Ozone have stepped it up so secretly. And one thing I say, and I don't want to say his name, but I've talked to like some people at Isotope, and I've told them, I said, yo, you need to get more. I said, please get more with the influencers. Not saying you need to, but I was like, if you get with more influencers, I promise more people will know about the little hidden things because they have so much stuff. Yeah. That Neutron 4 equalizer, I'm literally using it against Fab Filter Pro Q3. Reason why, it's a little nerdy, and we talked about it. I feel like when I put Fab Filter Pro Q3 on, I notice the sound sounds different off rip. As soon as I put that EQ on, I notice like the sound shifts. You can go down to the phase change and change it to natural phase, linear phase, zero latency. Anyone that's never done that, try that. It's gonna blow your mind because you're gonna go, what is this? Like, and why has it changed so drastically?
Yeah.
When I use the Neutron 4 equalizer, I throw it on. I'm sure there's something, things happening, but when I listen, I don't feel like I lost anything as soon as I put it on.
It's way more subtle.
It's way more transparent and clean to me, and that's a hot take. And by all means, someone smarter than me can enlighten me on that. But for me and my ears, that's why. So
Also, too, I'm not
Pro
gonna lie.
R, I haven't been using Pro R as much as I used to.
Neutron, Megatron, Peloton, Mavericks and
I'm cool.
Nah,
I can't master.
I'm not gonna lie.
I cannot master a record without ozone stuff.
Yo, can I tell you something, bro?
Yeah.
Master Plan and GP. Master Plan and God
serious
Particle.
right now?
You lucky I love both of those plugins. I was gonna say something else. I like both of them.
That's all you need is Master Plan and God Particle.
I'm gonna just let you eat on that one. I'm gonna just let you have that
I
one.
mean, that's fair. But I
All
definitely
you
do
need
agree with Josiah. I think Fab Filter is like, it's definitely luxury. It's definitely luxury.
Yeah.
It's like
That's facts.
at a point in time. Well, I think what the interesting thing about them is at a point in time.
They were the ones.
They were the ones, like
They were the most special.
circa up to at least like 2017.
17.
I'm not gonna lie. You know what it was? You know what the shift was for them?
What?
2020. 2020. The plugin company said, "Nah,
Step
we
it
got
up.
it. We got to redefine affordable
to
everyone."
Yeah.
And Fab Filter, they never came down from that pedestal.
Yeah.
Still up there.
Yeah, because they probably have the most used EQ on earth.
And
Man,
the
have you ever
processing is
opened up-
worth it for sure.
Have you ever opened up the Fruity Parametric EQ too?
Okay,
It's a good looking EQ.
Hey.
I'll say that.
it's
Next.
it's
This we got some disrespect here.
a
11
doofy EQ.
yeah, 1176 LA2A CL1B. One gotta go.
oh boy.
1176 LA2A CL1B.
I know.
very
I know which one you're gonna choose.
I'm
I
very
feel like I
interested
know.
to hear what you're gonna choose.
I know which one he gonna choose. I feel like.
Because oh my god, 1176 CL1B and LA2A.
Yep.
Yeah,
Jesus.
I know. Insane.
I feel like I know what we're gonna wind up picking.
I need
I
to know.
I got a new answer, man.
I am
Oh yeah, I want to hear you.
a modern day producer,
Okay, I see where you're headed.
songwriter. Yeah. Yeah.
Uh huh.
As much as I love the 76,
Whoa.
Oh no.
which I do,
Right.
He led with modern.
yes, I am in love with modern.
Uh-huh.
Two knobs cannot go. I know everyone, you might want to pick the CL1B, but bro,
Nah,
I'll tell
that's
you.
special.
I'll tell you which one. Which one are you picking?
For me. Actually, you know, I have a 1176.
You lying.
Hardware?
I do. Yeah.
If you gonna let it go, you should let it go to
No,
me.
I would not let it go.
This is literally the worst person you could ever send it to. He gonna turn it on and be like, "This shit whack."
bro. Oh my god, this is hard, bro. Like I said, I'm a modern day producer.
Okay.
Thinking like that.
Right.
Thinking in that direction.
Mm-hmm.
This is hard, but I'm gonna let go of the 76.
Wow.
Tripping.
I'm not gonna lie. That's I didn't.
I know I'm
expect
tripping,
that.
but like I know,
get it.
But like,
I get
like in the sense of like being a modern day producer, like I said, 2024.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You go in the studios, all the pop artists are using the CL1B.
Oh
Right.
yeah, that's perfect.
Right?
Oh my gosh, that's
Right.
perfect.
The only other option would be LA2A, just because it's two knobs and everybody has those plugins.
Yeah.
That's the only reason.
It's a good reason.
Man,
I
the 2A
understand
is
your
outta here,
ideology behind
I
that.
get- I
Okay.
get
But
that.
2A gets deleted permanently.
I'm gonna say. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna let him finish it. Then I'm gonna say.
Why? Tell me.
So
First of all, I like the 3A a little more now.
I'm a 3A guy. I have a 2A at home. Let me say this. You know those recordings we did on, like, anytime we've done recordings in, like, subpar equipment, anytime I do recordings of subpar equipment somewhere else, I'll come home, I'll literally turn on my 2A and run it through that 2A. And literally a transformation happens. Because that opto cell just adds, like, this thickening, not that muddy thickening, but just like that weight to a vocal that I'm missing when I'm on like shittier preamps and stuff like that. So for me, I literally just like the 2A for it as a tone box, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
The 76 to me, I use it too much in mixing.
It's legendary.
Yeah, but you're saying from your standpoint as being a modern day producer, I totally understand you. But when it comes to me for mixing, I need it for mixing for its parallel compression characteristics and for its that's the one compressor out of all three that I could put on
anything.
anything. So that's why for me it
That
stays.
makes
Two-way
sense.
would go for me though.
So
I'll be honest.
I was just thinking vocally, you know.
Yes.
Like,
Figured.
I mean, it also, of course, it depends on the vocalist and the vocals, right? I've worked with like, oh my god, there's a project I was a part of, y'all. I don't know if you know. This is free press, but I love her so much. It's one of the best projects I've ever been a part of in terms of Jazzy Jones.
Oh.
She was one of the original cast members of the Hamiltons, and I was a producer and songwriter, and I'm featured on one of the records on the project. One we had two rooms going, and one of the rooms had a LA2A, and I think they had the Neve into the LA2A into, I forget what the mic was. We had this and a Neumann, bro. On her vocals, nasty.
Right, it's 1073 into the two-way. What, you don't remember the microphone you said?
I don't remember. I know we had one of these and we had a Neumann. I'm not sure which one.
Okay,
right?
Like a U47 or something crazy.
Nasty on her vocals.
Right.
SM7B or the Neumann. U87. One gotta go.
I ain't gonna lie, you one of the kings of this SM7B.
You know what? I
see him.
I have honestly, this mic has actually served me. Like, I remember when I first got it, and I was like, it was different to what I was used to. You know, it was definitely warmer, darker. You know, but I was like, it kind of contrasts my voice really nicely. You know,
right.
And I remember getting the Slate Digital mic, having that. I know you love that mic.
VO1,
Yes, I love it too.
Right.
But it was almost too clean, right? And so me having a clean tone as a singer into a clean mic was like, and I also got used to how and if you listen to all my songs, I actually process my vocals. So my mix engineer, who I want to get on here, Ryan Gilligan.
For sure, I was gonna make you mention
Ryan
him. He did Soulja Man, right?
He did Soulja Man, yes.
Okay,
he mixed Soulja Man.
Okay, the remix.
Amazing. He would tell me, he was like, bro, send me your processed vocals,
right?
And I'm gonna just work around it.
Yes.
Right. So like my chain is this into an Apollo, into the Neve in the Apollo, and depending on how I'm feeling, I would turn on the CL1B.
In the console app.
In the console.
Okay, got you.
I ain't gonna lie, I was about to say something very disrespectful about the Apollo, but I didn't know they had the CO1B built.
I did not know that there was a CO1B in the what you call it.
That
might be newer. Is that newer?
I might have to.
No, we've had it for a little while.
Interesting.
I ain't gonna lie.
They have two versions of the CL1B.
One of these one of these days, man, we're gonna grow up.
I know.
What you mean?
Grow up from that Apollo.
Oh, from the Apollo game?
I know.
And last,
for all my producer friends, I always throw RME on them. I just throw on them.
Yeah, he want us to look old.
It's not old. Army's not old. Army's amazing.
No, they're great. They make great stuff. I'm kidding. It's all jokes. Fly this way.
They don't, not in the comments. They take you serious.
Look. There's a lot of sarcasm here.
It is.
The only reason I said Army is old is because it's well known that Army still supports their 90s interfaces and their 2000s interfaces.
What's wrong with that?
No, I'm just saying, like, oh, you want us to look old, like, because they still, like, support their old shit. It's a great thing.
Why can't they support?
It's a joke. It's.
But my FireWire interface from them, it still works.
I ain't gonna lie.
That's fire.
That's the thing about classic stuff.
That's what I'm saying. It's a good thing, but I'm saying you want us to look old. Like it's a joke. Yo, I ain't gonna lie, ever since you got them dreads that they keep calling.
Yo, stop. It's not dreads, it's twist. I'm sorry. Some of y'all is mad uncultured swine. Listen.
Swine is crazy.
You uncultured swine out there, it's twist.
All right,
okay?
last but not least, because I heard you jump up when we asked this. Prophet, Moog, Juno, one gotta go.
Oh my gosh.
Prophet, Moog, Juno. I can't live without the Prophet.
I don't think anyone can at this point.
No, I'm playing. I'm kidding.
Now it's about the Juno and the Moog. I would pick the Juno to keep.
So get rid of Moog.
Get rid of, yeah. You know why? I can get some nice bass sounds out of the Prophet.
I'm about to say that's where I feel like you're going. It's because it's like I can get a monophonic bass sound out of a ton of stuff. I hear you.
What's really stopping me from getting a Moog is my financial situation and that price. They don't align. I went to Guitar Center and I said, It might be time I get a synth. I've been
Bro.
looking at the Arturia for so long. I was like,
Yeah.
let me go touch the streets real quick. So I go to
If
the
I
streets.
could afford a Profit, bro,
Boy,
Like
that
hardware?
Juno was
working
in there
out
for
of.
10
Let me tell you
bands.
something. Every time I've gone to, they know me now at Electric Garden.
Yeah.
So once I go in that room, they set up a Profit on the side every time.
Immediately.
Right.
Bro, I can make my whole beat off of
Off
just
of
the
that
Profit.
Profit.
I went to Guitar Center and that shit was the moog was 9,000.
Yeah, they be
And I
busting.
said, hey,
Golly. Didn't they somebody rebuy them or something like that? Something happened with them?
hey, respectfully, y'all gotta stop. Y'all gotta stop. I got plugins. I could get the plugin for free if I really, really try. Let alone
see,
and Moog's
LJ,
putting out plugins. I could if I
LJ,
really try to get it for
LJ,
free.
LJ.
I know a guy that knows a guy. Hey, what's
LJ.
up?
All right.
you are not
I'm
their
kidding.
target audience. Okay.
Oh, you facts.
You are
They
not
don't want
their
FL
target
Studio
audience.
users to have Moogs.
Think
about it.
Yo, I just saw that combination. I was like, ah.
Imagine Young Chop.
Young Chop with a moog like this.
But he might kill it though.
He might, but you gotta let people eat. Cause can I say this? Sexy drill, right?
Oh my gosh.
Hold on.
That's facts.
No, hold on. Can I tell you what if you don't know what sexy drill is, look it up. I don't want to say it's coming out of. It's big
is
in New
coming
York.
out of New York.
But it's coming out of New York. I'm gonna own it. It's coming out of New York. Shout out
Yeah,
Gay
it
P.
is.
Shout out On the Radar. Our good friends.
Shout out Cash Cobain.
To me,
Facts.
Cash Cobain, that whole sound, to me, I'm just as my interpretation, love the sound. It feels like 80s music.
Yeah.
When I listen to it, I go, this is 80s. Like that bass sound, those like 80s,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it's the 80s.
Groove.
Yeah.
And I feel like
Listen
if
to
you-
Don Toliver. Those,
if you give him
those
a profit,
reverb vocals,
Yeah.
it's the 80s.
if you give Cash Cobain a profit, I'm scared of what he might do with it.
It's
I want
gonna
to
go
work with
crazy.
the. Can I say something? I want to mix. I want to do engineer for the sexy drill guys.
Wow. Yeah,
right
they need
now.
some mixes, I ain't gonna
I had the pleasure of actually mixing and mastering on a project that's coming out. I don't want to say their names. We know them, but through Ulysses and we mixed and mastered their project. But I had so much fun mixing their stuff because I just know what they're trying to do. Not saying they're not accomplishing, they're killing it. But I just like, yo, bro, I think we could up it. Like sonically, I just knew, I knew exactly what you guys like. It's the 80s. And I had so much fun doing it. When that project, I can't wait till that project out because I feel like people are gonna be like, oh, like it
can
feels
mix it,
a little
yeah.
more polished and more
for sure.
clean.
Yeah.
Like but that sound is the 80s to me. So the Moog,
So
could work.
I don't know if we kind of mentioned it, but this guy plays every instrument. You know, he trying to get like me, but not playing. He
No,
plays.
Yeah,
I was
I-
born first.
Thank you. I was like, listen, don't worry, because I remember him calling me like, I'm working with Josiah now. Like, I'm so happy.
Really?
So
I was so
I ain't gonna
hyped.
let him get that off.
was so hyped, yeah,
Stop
I ain't gonna lie,
it.
that's
Stop
cool.
it. Cut it out.
But we have this argument all the time, so I want him to say this publicly. And this one gotta go, even though I know the answer. The Strat versus the Telecaster.
Oh.
One gotta
Stop
go,
it.
man.
Stop it.
One gotta go.
The telling.
Tripping.
You get rid of the Telecaster?
Yeah.
You're tripping.
Okay.
I ain't gonna lie. The
The neck
only
is too
strats I
large.
want. Pause. The only.
That
Yo,
wasn't a
be a
bar.
musician, bro. Come on, bro.
The only
I can't say this.
strat that I really want is the Hurt Strat. After that, all of them.
You still heralding that? You still want that Hurt Strat?
That's
I
in my
want it too,
cart
yeah.
right
Yeah, you
now,
do.
chilling.
It's expensive.
I just want,
It's
but I
expensive.
want
Yeah,
that
it's
to
expensive.
chill. But every time I play a Telecaster, I'm like, actually, I was super hyped when I got a semi-hollow. That I left my Telecaster at his house, right? And I was just like, yo, whenever I'm here, I'll just use the Telecaster.
I mean,
Right.
they kind of like feel different. I mean, not kind of. They're very different guitars.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's like you use them for entirely two different things. For the way I play and what I like and the way I like to express myself.
Yeah.
The Strat, because it's like I love John Mayer, and John Mayer loves Jimi Hendrix.
Right.
Felt that.
You know.
Yeah.
I felt that.
So
I felt that.
yeah,
It's funny because the reason because everybody had a Strat. My first guitar was a Strat. And the reason why I tried the Telecaster is because, and y'all know me by now, I value looks of the pieces. of
He sure does.
But I saw, funny enough, and she has a Strat, but I saw her
Yeah.
do Roots Picnic during the pandemic.
with a Strat.
And it was this yellow Strat.
Yeah, I know that Strat.
Yellow Telecaster.
I know, sorry, not Strat. I know
Yeah.
that guitar. Yeah.
And I was like, this is a beautiful guitar.
Yeah.
I went to Guitar Center. I looked at a bunch of colors.
You went to Guitar Center. It's crazy.
I swear, I went to Guitar Center. I looked at a bunch of colors. And of course, me being dumb and stupid and young, instead of leaving with a beautiful color, I left with black and white.
Oh no.
Oh, that's the one at the
That's the one at
crib.
the crib, yeah.
Oh, that's
Oh,
one of
no.
my
And I
crib.
love, bro, I love the it just plays. So every time even though I got the joint at the house, every time I play on the one. I say it every time. I'm like, yo, this shit just
sounds
feels
amazing. I'm like, you can't take it from the
right,
crib
yo.
though. That's like me and his, like, if we're at the crib and it's like we're making stuff, I'm like, this is ours. We
This the
keep it at
sound,
the crib and stuff like that.
But
But
I-
every time we play it, we all be like, this shit sounds wavy. But I got some new equipment though. Like the last time you played it, that shit, I ain't gonna lie, we was all
I was
like,
like,
yo, it was my new. I just got some newer equipment. And that was the first time I put it
Damn,
through
when
it.
am I gonna come to the crib, bro?
Whenever you want, huh?
oh, we
I've
gotta do a
never
kid-
been.
Oh, we gotta do something.
Devvon don't want me around.
He lying his ass off. Because let me tell you what I did. I remember, so Josiah and I have I'm on a remix of an amazing song that I secretly put it in his mind to put me on. He doesn't know that, but I put it in his mind. I remember when it first came out, I called my wife downstairs. I said, yo, listen to this. And we was in my studio and she was like, this shit is OD. We all were like, this is OD. First time it dropped. You saw me in the comments going crazy. I was reposting it like it was my song and everything. I was like, yo, I want a verse on this so bad. I said, but I don't want to ask him. I feel like this is baby. This is an amazing song. I wouldn't put people like just, yeah, sure. Like I wouldn't be like that. Like I gotta really want you on the song. So bro, for months, he would be posting it, I'm posting it. I'm like, you y'all hear this? I'm in the comments like still going crazy. I'm staying top of mind with him. And then he hit me and asked and just brought it to me, bro. And when he asked me, I said, bro, you don't even know. Like
He was
how
so scared.
He
to
didn't even
ask.
waste time though.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
He didn't
time.
even waste time though.
Oh, I sent it right back to you.
He just
you
sent
know
me
why?
a verse.
I have a
ASAP.
a real theory. I think Devvon ran it through Lala and had
already
his verse
had it.
kinda chilling.
That's
crazy.
crazy. Say, yo,
Had his
if
verse
he called me, bro, I
That's
was
crazy.
so ready for that song. Like that song was on my heart. Anybody that's watching, I really implore you, whether it's my version of like, go listen to that song. That song,
What's the name of the song?
the song is called Soldier Man.
Not Soldier Boy.
Not Soldier Boy, Soldier Man. This song just feels so
It's an incredible
good,
record.
man.
It's
Like
an
it just
incredible
feels
record,
so.
guys.
Like I literally came like when as far as writing my verse to his song, I just felt like it was the first time in a long time where someone else just inspired the hell out of me. Where I'm saying I'm coming down to his world and I want to be here and experience this and write. So yeah, it's an amazing record, bro. And I know we've said behind closed doors, you're not gonna stop promoting that record as you should not. And I'm glad that record is your record because I just feel like that record is so special. I don't feel like anyone would have gave it to me like the way you did, man. I listen to it all the time, like just casually, bro. Like,
Thank you, bro.
yeah,
That
man.
kinda
Like, I
was
love
crazy,
that record.
I'm not gonna lie.
Thank you.
If you heard it, you heard it. That was kind of crazy.
paused?
That was kind
Yeah,
of
it
crazy.
was kinda crazy.
I said some wild shit. My fault. My
Nobody
fault.
gave it to you
My
like
fault.
that? That's crazy.
Yo, bro, see, this why me can't be passionate. I can't be passionate about my son's song. Like I bang with his song. Now I gotta
I
get
do want to
hood.
say, how is it being independent and managing being an artist, but also a very, very, very highly sought after writer, especially when it's like on an Elgene beat.
All right, that's nasty.
I'm kidding.
You got your Grammy nomination too,
Oh,
as
yeah,
well.
yeah.
You know, of course. You know that
That's
was big.
crazy.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
You know,
For what record? For the record, just so they know.
Hold Us Together. A record I did with her.
Right.
And Torrin Wells.
Lauren Wells.
And it's called Hold Us Together. Produced by one of my favorite producers. One of his favorite producers. His name is D Mile.
D-Mizzy, bro. D-Mile, bro. Love that.
One of the most humble people I've ever met in the industry. One of the most talented. Like I really want to give D Mile his flowers.
Right.
So,
Sheesh.
Right.
yeah, it was an honor that he was part of that. But back to your question, how do I handle
Being
all
an
of
artist
this?
as well as being a songwriter, just juggling pretty much your own career as well as being someone that's behind the boards. You know what I mean?
Back to what I said about being a very spiritual person, I kind of like because the reality is you can't do everything at the same time, right? It's not possible to serve two masters at all. But if you time it right, you know, if you time it right and just kind of follow your heart, you know, and set plans and set goals. You know, what I'm trying to do right now is like set goals. And there are moments, also having a team, there are moments where it's like,
Talk about it.
I don't have the bandwidth to do all these things, which even now I'm struggling with it,
Yeah,
right? But I know at the start of the year, I wanted to have a specific number of records I put out.
Yeah.
And also what helps is remixes. I don't have to write a song from scratch to do a remix, right? So, but that counts to the artist part of things. And right now, what I'm learning too is consistency is key. for everything. So if you're gonna start releasing music, just be prepared to be consistent with doing it.
Yeah.
So I'm trying. I wouldn't say I have cracked the code completely yet, because the past couple of weeks have been crazy. You know, literally. Like I just met Camper today, and I'm going to the studio with him later tonight.
Right.
Hey, I'm gonna see you there, bro.
Exactly. I'm gonna see you there. You know, and like the other day I was in the session with who.
Yeah,
You know,
I was
which
so
is kind
mad.
of crazy.
I was like, drop the address.
That's another thing. Advice, little tip for people: like, the more you can learn how to do, the longer your career is gonna be, and the more you're gonna have places and rooms. They called me the other day. Like, someone called me. It's like, yo, Josiah, you play bass, right? I need a bass player for a session with this big producer. I'm like, hell yeah, I play bass.
Sure.
Whatever needs to be done.
Right.
You know, it's like, and that's how you get in the rooms. And I got in that room, and I ended up writing with them.
Okay.
And that might be a placement, bro.
Wow.
You know, and
That's good.
I got his number.
That's dope.
Not just as a bass player no more.
He's talking about Quincy Jones and Michael Jackson. He got called.
That's a
Yeah,
fact.
right,
I'm not gonna lie,
exactly.
I shook a little bit. I was like, I didn't know you was kidding first. I was like,
No, I was dead.
yeah,
I was
right?
dead like, yo, bro.
I shook too.
I believe you. I was like, yeah.
Bro. But nah.
But yeah. I haven't completely cracked the code yet. But I definitely go with my instincts and my spirit. Like, it's like, I know my spirit is telling me right now, you got to drop a record before the end of the summer.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm waiting for you to. It
yeah.
feels right. Like I'm missing, you know, like I feel like you should. I want to hear
Exactly.
something from you.
Yeah,
Like
it's
just
crazy.
exactly.
It's,
Yeah.
it's crazy because it's like we got a lot of records together, bro. Like,
we do.
Yo, you are a little.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. You know what it is. You know what it is.
So,
No, the reason why.
He's so
The reason why is because
yeah, tell me.
this is part of a hoax. Because we have so much music and nothing has ever come out yet.
That is true.
Of me and him. So it's just like I brought him on the pod specifically to say, yo, put our shit.
Which one of your friends do you actually put out records with them?
You know, we have a record out,
we
though.
put out music
LJ.
every other week.
We don't have no records.
LJ, you
No,
forget.
LG and you have records.
He corrected me.
Oh,
I know. I call myself. Oh, I'm
okay,
sorry.
okay.
I don't know
You
what,
know,
other
we
guy-
know.
what other guy.
Okay.
I don't know.
what guy
Yeah,
you're
just
talking
LG. Yeah,
He don't
You're
even
right.
got music out.
That's true.
What
That's
are
true.
you talking about?
That's
That's
my
true.
fault. I
Yeah,
forgot.
Yo, watch your mouth, bro.
I get it.
They be disrespecting me, but
I
yeah,
get
which
it.
one of your friends do you have music with?
I get
Everybody in this room, I got a
I ain't
record
gonna lie.
with.
You my friend that's a little off, and I just gotta be like, oh yeah, I gotta like.
Nigga said I took the short bus.
I don't know. You one of my friends that I just be like,
I'm too tall for the short
it's
bus, bro.
LG.
It's LG and it's nasty. Nah, all seriousness, you have so much music in the vault.
Yeah.
How does it feel when, not even just you as an artist, but as a writer, when sometimes shit doesn't land and some shit doesn't place?
I'm trying to be like Paul McCartney.
How?
Explain that.
Do you know how much music Paul McCartney has out?
Absolutely not.
Boy.
No,
Oh boy.
Google it.
actually,
Yeah, I would try.
Paul McCartney has so much music out.
I'm looking now.
Not just with the Beatles.
Nope.
He has a whole catalog with another band of his.
Wings.
Wings.
Oh,
you know about
you
Wings.
a Paul McCartney.
You know about Wings.
I'm a Michael Jackson stan. Get it right.
I'm trying to be like Paul McCartney.
Uh huh.
So I don't get sad when songs don't get placed because I get happy. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna put it out.
Yeah.
That's really how I feel.
Understood.
Like, so that's the good thing about being an artist and a writer and so I always tell people, bro, if you want to cut the song, you can cut it. I literally always tell people this all the time.
Right.
It's like when they're like, oh, I heard a song you like, fire, you can cut it. But there's a timeline.
Yeah.
And if your next album comes out, it's not out, your next single comes out, okay, great. I'm gonna put it out. Because it's hard for me. I can write for another artist when I'm with the other artist. Right? And I can write to just write. But a lot of the stuff I write when I'm on my own is very tailor-made to me sometimes.
Right.
That I'm like, yeah, I wouldn't mind one day releasing this. And I'm the type of person that I really want to release a lot of music. I really want to have a big catalog out. I'm not like some people that are like, oh, 2 albums and go ghost, which is fine if that's what they do and that's okay.
Right.
But for me, I'm the type of person that, because I can do so many things and I refuse to be boxed in.
Yeah.
I really do refuse. And it's like, I feel like a kid rebelling against the industry
For
sometimes.
sure, bro. Yeah.
So
absolutely.
if you listen to my project, my EP that came out in December, it's like there's Soulja Man and there's Here.
Yeah.
2 different records.
Very different.
But That's Josiah.
Yeah.
And that is Josiah. That's a perfect way to
For sure. I just want to comment on that. You know, what you saying, you want a huge catalog, right? Yeah. I'm also one of those people that believe in that because I've been putting out albums since 2012, right? Yeah. Like officially. And do you know how much enjoyment I get to go back to the 2012 project? Like something about, and listen to it, literally not knowing who the hell that person is.
Right.
That is the most fun. And this is something I tried to throw at him at one point because he has projects that he was putting out when he was freaking like 15 years old. That's what made me like go into him because I was like, yo, this kid put out 6 projects, he's 16. I was like, this weird. Like I
didn't even know that.
That was weird. And he took all of them down.
Facts.
At the time, I begged him. I said, yo, bro, I'm telling you, don't take it down. This is very important to your journey and for people to see, whoa, this is him in 09. I was like, this is very important to your journey.
Yeah.
He took it down.
09 is crazy.
Sorry, not 09, you know what I mean? I'm old.
09.
Yeah, because
you should have left it up though.
I wish he did.
It was a lot. It was me being young. You know?
Yeah.
But they sit in my
I
entitled, and sometimes I'll bump them.
It's crazy because I would have done that same thing, but luckily it wasn't me that uploaded it, so I couldn't like take it down.
Oh, okay.
So
gotcha.
I worked on a film score.
Yeah.
A show for my bro. A very successful show made by my friends, a YouTube show, and I did the film score for the whole thing. My friends, and they had me. A lot of what I did was added with some other places, you know, but a lot of it was me, and it's uploaded to Apple. You know how they would upload the score.
Yeah.
And it's all there on my Apple Music.
Oh, it's a part of your catalog.
Bro, that used to piss me off so much.
Because it was the top of your thing.
Because I'm like, what is this?
Oh, I get you.
Why? But then, you know, with age, like you said, and maturity is like, bro, that's how you're going to feed your family later.
Yeah.
Wow,
It's,
like,
part of your
it's a part of your, you know, your journey. It's like, I believe in catalog.
Yeah.
And it's crazy. I was wrong. I gotta mark this.
What?
We do have some. Because I heard it at a random event like 3 days ago and I texted you. Pressure.
Oh, yes. Yo, people love that record.
Oh, I forgot about that record.
People.
I so forgot.
So, LJ
like
and I have
2
a
years
song
ago.
called Pressure.
I'm gonna try to push it again this year.
I forgot about that song.
Let's try to repush it.
People love that record.
I forgot about that.
Pressure's great.
Okay, well,
all right, we can leave that.
Yeah,
thing.
on that note, I'm just like, I forgot that. I'm genuinely blown away. I forgot about that record, that Pressure record. Anyway, you know, Josiah, thank you so much for being here. Once again, a friend of not only the show, but just a friend of ours and stuff like that. And just from the bottom of my heart, bro, it really means a lot for me to have that Soulja Man remix just a part of records I can play for someone. That is a really special record, and obviously you have my full support with everything.
Thank you for
I want to
getting
hear
on the
more
record.
from you. By the way, that's something I'm very good at telling my friends. He knows too on the left. I would love to hear more music from you, man. But I know you got a lot going on. That's no matter what, you're going to be in a positive space as far as where your career going. But so
I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah,
not a lot of guests come through and put that shit on for real, man. We got Nigeria from the brim.
I was gonna say
to the socks, man.
What'd you want to say?
I'm surprised that you didn't bring that up. He is quite literally the example of what you define a Logic user to be. He's very put together.
Yo, it's always Logic users, bro. They're clean. They seem like they got their lives together. Look like he got a 401k. You know what I'm saying? Like,
he can help me sum my life up.
A little raw.
He can help me sum my life up.
That's a fact, bro.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
Logic users gonna be so hyped.
They're gonna be so happy.
They're gonna be really happy.
Because you seem like a humble dude and nice and calm.
Logic is the place to be. Okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't say all that. We're not gonna spew misinformation, but where can they find you?
That's a fact.
You could find me. You can find me on Instagram, TikTok, everywhere at Josiah Bassey, Bassey. On YouTube, Josiah Bassey.
Yes, sir.
Everywhere, same thing. Spotify, Josiah Bassey. Apple Music, Josiah Bassey. Yeah, you can find me. All those
heard it.
Say less. Well, y'all, this has been first of all, clap it up for Josiah Bassey.
Sir.
My fault. God show love. God show love. This has been the My Audio Nerds podcast for audio nerds like yourself. Please make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. Remember, one lucky person in the comment section is going to get that VIP Gold Edition Rosetta EQ or compressor. Leave your @name from Instagram so we can hit you up and tell you one. And also, you can become a paid member. It really helps support what we have going on in so many endeavors that we would like to do in the future. For instance, members saw this early. That's why you're seeing these comments here that were there the day of. And yeah, just thank you for being a part of this. And I really had a lot of fun, man, because it's first time like, not saying everybody wasn't our friend, but this is genuinely someone we talk to all the time, laughing in chats and stuff like that. So, dog, just appreciate you being here and
Thank you for having me.
Of
Thank
course,
you for
of
having
I
course.
think we hold a record with this.
I've been wanting to get on this podcast for
We've been talking
a
about it
long time.
For a long time.
Yeah, every time I
It's
get
not the
an
last
episode.
time, by the way.
For sure.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, especially
I'll
when
be
you come to the
back.
crib.
First of many.
When you come to the crib and
I'll
we
be
doing,
back.
we're just gonna sit on the couch and do another podcast.
First
The amount
of
of
many.
death threats I have in our text logs, about like, yo, bro, you telling me you had, why? I want to see Roger Cloud.
He hit LJ with the Robert Glasper. LJ's the Terrence Martin. Yo, if you do another Audio Nerds podcast episode without me, I'ma mess you up.
Shout out Terrence Martin.
I'm actually good. Have a great relationship with Roger Cloud.
Shout out to really. I saw Roger
Yeah.
Cloud.
Yo, Roger Cloud is mixy. Yo,
is out here.
let me tell you
Yeah.
something. Y'all, I know y'all saw Roger. He cool. Roger's cool, bro. On the low low.
I ain't gonna lie, I saw him
Shout out
outside.
Roger.
He was outside.
Yeah, he's outside and
Shout out
everything.
to Roger,
yeah.
man.
He's like, I'm building mics, Josiah. I'm like,
Yo,
okay.
sidebar. You want to know what the prize right
said,
before that day?
Oh, yeah, it was a
Chaotica
ribbon
was a
mic.
ribbon mic from Cloud.
Well, I had the 444 one.
Yeah, that's the one they gave away.
I'm gonna try that mic.
You know what I don't want
Devvon,
to try?
let me hold it.
Let me
Just
try
for
it
a
first.
little bit.
Let me see what it sounds like first before I slide it up. Then I hear you like, bro. Yeah, I have it at the crib.
So they just did like with the camp. They had a room, the Cloud Mics, Amazon. So different companies had like
Right.
and they were like the organizers told me like the Cloud people requested me to be the artist in the room.
Nice.
So we made a whole record with
just nothing but it.
And I was
How
like,
did
you know
you
what?
like it?
I'm gonna be here. Fuck MIDI, where everything is audio.
Right.
Yeah.
So we were stomping on the ground. They had like 2 Cloud mics. We even did background vocals. We had 2 Cloud mics,
Right.
like stacked.
Right.
They had their ribbon mics with the guitar amp, so we had a
Yeah.
guitarist play.
Yeah.
Right.
Shout out to Irvin. They're from Neville. I can't remember exactly
Right.
where they're from. Dope
Right.
artists and bro.
Yeah, it
They
was
recorded
crazy.
me on that mic, bro. No pop filter, just me right there,
Right.
bro. I felt like I was in the 80s or 90s or some
I
shit.
am
Oh,
going
bro.
to
nah.
try that mic.
Yeah,
It was
it's time to
insane.
tap
What
in.
it is.
I'm not gonna lie, you just made me go. Cause
time
I
to tap
forgot.
in.
I'm gonna go home and
time to
and
tap
Come
in.
on,
fire that
Devvon, let
mic
me
up.
hold that mic, bro.
I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna holler at you. Let me make sure. Let me make sure. All right, y'all. My Audio Nerds podcast. We out of here, y'all.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.